everybody. Please excuse me being in my car. I couldn't get home to the studio quite in time, but we had to take this advantage to get to know Coach Nelson. Howie Cheney's here with me from the Sylvania Rangers show. Howie, what would you like to say?
Coach Nelson, welcome to Sylvania, and looking forward to that state championship this year.
Yeah. Thank y'all for having me on, and I look forward to getting to know everybody in the community and getting, just really getting going. 2 days on the job, so everything's still kind of still crazy right now, but we've had 2 awesome days in the weight room. Unbelievable days, and we're full speed ahead. We're not taking a break. We're not doing nothing. We're all in right now. So, happy to be here. Happy to be in this community, and happy to be the head football coach at Sylvania.
Coach, let's talk a little about you. You grew up in that Collinsville area, playing at Collinsville. Is Sylvania a school you played during your playing career, or was it something you knew something about when you applied for the job coming here? How much did you know about Sylvania football?
Yeah, we never did play them in football, Sylvania. So we was 1A until my senior year. We moved up to 2A. So, never really played Sylvania, but, that's what I knew it was going to be for me to leave Collinsville. I knew it had to be something to fit kind of, what our kind of overall goals are. And I think this is something that, this is a job that, I was getting a couple phone calls, but this is something it just felt right. It felt like the right time to leave, leave. And it just felt like the perfect, everything just kind of aligned. It was, of course, hard to, kind of leave Collinsville and kind of, all them guys, been around a couple years and developing. And, we won several games with 8th and 9th graders out there playing, and a lot of growth and a lot of hard times and all that. But it just felt right. I just thought it was, the time to, maybe make a change, and this is the right opportunity. And like I said, I wasn't out just job searching. I love Collinsville. I love, the community, the guys, administration, everybody. It was a wonderful place. I just, I just thought this is the time and the place to do it, and I've been here, I've been at work since Friday, so two days on the job, and everybody I've talked to in the community and in the school and administration, everybody's been wonderful to me and help me get going, and coaches, we've had, like I said, 2 great days in the weight room so far, and but I like where we're at, and we got a long way to go, and there's no really other thing to do other than just we got to go do it. So, and I think that's kind of where we're at, and so.
Coach,
yeah.
You were the OC at Collinsville, I believe.
Yes.
Talk about, your play calling. What kind of philosophy overall we'll see on the field this fall?
Well, that's what, we're going to been here 2 days. It's hard to sit here and say that we're going to see this, and this, because, if we can do this better or do this better, then we're going to do that. So, but, in the past, we've done a lot of different things, because we trying to get an advantage on somebody, and we're motion and shifting and doing a couple different things to try to get somebody misaligned, or, trying to get the box spread out so we can have a better running and or passing, however we're trying to get the ball. So, we've had been kind of creative past couple of years, and it's something that's helped us out some, and, we had like I said, a younger team past couple of years. So we had to, we had to do a lot more coaching, a lot more game plan, a lot more trying to make it just easier for them guys. So we didn't have to try to do too much because, an 8th grade quarterback, then a 9th grade, so he started as an 8th grader and started as a 9th grader. And we had a couple of skilled guys who started as an 8th, 9th grader, but we thought that was the right time to do that, just overall to have that long-term success. We thought, go ahead and do that now, and we'll be hopefully in the future be when they get 10th, 11th grade, 12th grade. Now it's time to win some games. So that's like I said, that's the hard part about leaving, because that all that work we put into, but it was just the right timing. It's to be here, and I think we have a lot of great guys here in 2 days. They came in every day ready to work, ready to be coached, ready. They're ready to go. So that's what we're excited, and we're just ready to hit the ground running and getting to know everybody in the community, and getting to know still. Just we're just happy to be here. So,
Ellie, I'll come to you after I ask Coach one more question. Coach, is it better that you have a group that now of young people you're walking into they have had success on the field, so the expectations and the knowledge of being successful is there. So is that a group that maybe lends itself to being coachable more than a group taking in a program that maybe hadn't been at those levels?
right. I think they're hungry. They're ready to win. They're ready to. They're going to practice hard. The small details. That's what I've been here 2 days, and the small details. That's what wins. You win and lose a game with small details. You can't win on Friday unless you win on Monday. So that's got to be our mindset, to be able to do that every single day. Whether on Monday we're in the weight room, we're in the film room, we're on the practice field, we're in the classroom. That we have to hold that standard. It has to be every single day, wherever we're at. That's what we have to be doing. And if we're not, then that's when you start. You lose focus, and things get tough in third or fourth quarter, and now we're not in the right spot. All that kind of goes hand in hand, because that's just in order for us to we got a tough schedule. If you look on our schedule, it's tough. But in order, because several of them games on there, that if we make a mistake here or there, we lose that football game. We can't afford to make easy, simple mistakes, because that and I think these guys, I really they're working hard. They want to be pushed. They want to be all that, and like I said, been here 2 days. It's a small sample size, but I've really, really, really enjoyed what I've seen so far.
Howie?
Coach, let's talk about you personally a little bit, as far as you and your wife and your kid. Let's hear a little bit about them.
Yeah, my wife Aubrey. We've dated. We in high school. We started started dating in high school, and we dated all the way and got married 2 years ago, and we have a 5-month-old baby. So we're still, that's kind of a learning thing as well, but
well, before you get in trouble, go ahead and name your baby's name.
Grayson.
Right. Because if the missus is watching this,
yeah,
you don't say the baby's name, then it's one strike before you even get home today.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Grayson Nelson, that sounds like a quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I don't. He's strong. He got strong neck and shoulders, and I don't know. He may be a linebacker. Sometimes quarterbacks. He may be. I was a quarterback, so he may be. Sometimes quarterbacks get a bad name for being soft and all that kind of stuff, and maybe he'll be a mean middle linebacker or something. But
good deal. Your wife, what does she do?
She teaches kindergarten.
Okay.
So I tell her all the time, I say, I don't know how you do it. There's no way. I don't know. I think kindergarten teachers and first grade teachers, I think they need a big pay raise. So I want to be the first one out there saying that, hey, they need a pay raise, because there's no way, I could do it. So coaching football and all that, to me, is 1,000 times easier trying to get 8 or 10 kindergartners in the right place every day. I don't. I had kindergarten PE past couple of years and first grade PE, and that you just stay stressed out all the time doing that. I don't know how I couldn't do it all day.
Right. So y'all still live in the Collinsville area?
Yes.
Get a little hike for you every day, but it's going to be
Well,
worth it. Hold up that blue trophy one day.
It's about 30 minutes, but it ain't too bad. That's what that's what we talk about. There's one goal in the year: either you're holding the trophy up or you're not. So that's where it is. Either you're a champion or you're not, and all that goes back to small details. And you have to win that. You have to win every day, and you have to do all the things right in order to hold that trophy up. Because you don't just give that trophy away. That's not just something you go down here to the store and pick up and say, "Hey, we're state champion." That's earned, and that team holding it up in the year. They've earned it. There's no people will say whatever, but that in the year that team has earned that state champion.
You talking about doing the little things right, and I was able to spend about 30-40 minutes with you yesterday, and I'm going to say something. I hope this ain't overstepping my boundaries, but you said that you watch those kids, and if a kid walks by and there's a piece of trash on the ground, and if they don't pick it up, that lets you know that you not necessarily can count on them on Friday nights. You're holding these kids to accountability.
Right.
That's awesome.
Well, that's why small D. When things get tough, when you look left and right, because I'm not playing. None of these coaches are playing. None of the people in the crowd's playing. So that when you look left and right, that's who you're playing beside. So to me, you have to know that I can trust that guy. If you can trust that guy, and I 100% know that guy, he's done all the small things right. He's done everything leading up to this. Okay. Now I know that guy, he's gonna make a play, and but that's kind of where we're at, because everything matters. I have to hold myself the same standard as everybody else. If that's why I tell the coach, I said, if y'all see me, doing this, doing that, hey, tell me, hey, coach, we can't do that, because if I walk by a piece of trash and I don't pick it up, I can't be out here saying this, and this, because I'm held to the same standards as everybody else, and that's overall. Whether we're at practice, because there's days, I won't feel good. There's days these guys won't feel good. But every single day we got to come in hungry, ready to get better, ready to win. I think we're going to win a lot of football games. But in order to do that, if you look at our schedule, we have to do all the small things right. We have to, win a couple of games on turnovers, force a couple. When somebody makes a mistake, we got to be able to capitalize on that and, take full advantage of it. That's kind of where we're at, and that's that's one thing. We're going to play hard. We're going to, when you play Sylvania, what's coming. That's the thing I want. I want everybody in the locker room. I want whoever, when they know they're playing Sylvania, they know what they're getting into. That somebody who's going to play 4 quarters, somebody's going to hit you in the mouth, play after play after play, until they don't want anymore. That's where we're at, and like I said, I don't want to start. 2 days is a small sample size. So I'm not, but I've really enjoyed 2 days being here, and I don't know how I may say that a couple more times, but I really have. It's been great 2 days.
Well, Coach, something else that you said yesterday, and I started the conversation by saying you got some big shoes to fill, and your next words was, if I didn't want the challenge, I wouldn't be here.
Right. That's how I look at it. If you're afraid to do something because who you're going to follow, I don't think that's for me, because I look forward every day getting up. I love the process of what goes in for August 23rd when we hit that field against North Jackson. Everything between now and then, that's what I love the process of weight room, everything that leads up to that. That's what I want all these guys to really 100% be in on, I also love the process. That you don't, like I said, we're not going to show up August 23rd if we don't win February 27th. We're not going to win August 23rd. So everything is leading up to it. So we're not looking ahead. We're trying to win today. And then tomorrow we'll win tomorrow. So I think if we stay on that course all the way, I think we'll have hopefully we'll have a couple of good things be happening here soon.
Well, I've got some kind of a segue or transition going to Randy's that I'll start off by saying I asked you your favorite college team yesterday, and you said Auburn, but you watched more Alabama. I said, well, Randy's a Tennessee fan, and you said what?
It's okay, Coach.
He said he would rather cheer for the Taliban than to cheer for Tennessee.
I think that's what I said.
Coach, I actually went to Tennessee, so I wrote them checks every month for $271 for 10 years. So my fandom is just kind of, I got to be there. So, Coach, jumping back over, and I've heard you talk a lot about day two, and trust me, I know day two is hard, and you're just getting your feet wet. What, is this the first time you're putting a staff together? What's that process timeline going to look like to you?
Yeah, it is first time, really me putting a staff together and kind of doing things my way overall. And but yeah, anytime, I want the best staff possible. That's what I tell these guys. I said we're going to have the best coaching staff that we can possibly have. That's just, because in order for us to, take that step that we want to take, we got to have the coaches here that are going to push us and get us going and doing stuff the right way. And I hope to have the staff hopefully in place by, hopefully May or so. And there's a couple different things, kind of still kind of waiting on to see what happens and, all that. But, hopefully start, at least getting stuff in the next couple of weeks, kind of going in the right direction, kind of seeing what all we can improve. And we have a couple great young coaches and, so I just told the players, I said, we're going to have a great staff, but all that will kind of come into, all that. But right now we're trying to win today and what we can control, because some of that we can't really control, but, we're, like I said, we're one day at a time right now, and we'll kind of, all that kind of shake out here in the future.
Coach, will you then, I know you've not really had time to plan it out, and Sylvania in the past has never really took part in a traditional spring practice. Will you continue that model, or have you even made that decision?
We won't, you get 2 hours a week in the spring, so that's what we'll do. We won't have a spring game.
Okay.
So we'll start early in the fall, and which, we have a couple older guys and a couple crucial spots who's kind of been through it. So, which it may be good to, to help them to, if we get out there and we're going full pads and we have an injury, something happened, now is that really going to help us? That's what, there's pros and cons. Some people love spring. Some people, they'd rather start early. I guess it just depends. I don't know. I don't know if there's a right or wrong way overall. I mean, I think it's just, we've done it both ways. So it's good one year and it could be bad another year. So we'll just, right now we're going to go 2 hours a week in the spring and, have a little downtime a little bit in between, and we'll get kind of fired up, ready to go in June.
Coach, another question, just generally your impression in taking the job, the facilities and the surroundings. For a 3A school, it's a nice surrounding that you walk into, but there's always things you could improve. Is there anything that you kind of first project down the road? Let's do this, or have you identified anything like that so far?
Well, not yet. There will be stuff in the future that we can kind of look at doing. There's always, if you're not moving forward, okay, then you're going backwards. So that's everything. There's always something to do. I mean, that's every day. That's like trying to get this grass to grow when we start getting it to grow. If you're not
Yeah.
doing something on the field every day, you're falling behind. That's just you know that's with everything. You got to be doing something every single day. If not, then you're behind because you're behind this other team who's been going at it. We got to be right there. If we got to be above them, that's just the truth of it. But it's a great place. Sylvania is definitely a place to be. Big, just a big weight room, nice facilities in here, and going to do some work in the locker room here coming up, and some talk about some newer lockers and get all that kind of stuff kind of going in that direction. And big jumbotron out here. One of the nicest around. Awesome, just atmosphere for a Friday night. It's something the community really gets behind, and something I hope they look forward to for Friday night. Being out here, supporting these guys, and I hope whenever we walk off the field, everybody's proud of Sylvania football and everything that's led up to that. And then we're, like I said, we're excited to get going, and we're just ready. There's really no other words to really explain it other than just getting going and hopefully and being able to improve enough that we can win some football games this fall.
Coach, one of the biggest compliments I've ever seen is happening right now, and I've got several of your players commenting and from Collinsville. It looks like that's just shouting out, Coach. One of them says that you are a guru of growing grass. So is that something that you take pride in? Is over the field and making the improvements to the grass surface?
Well, that's something. Coach Willingham is actually he's the best. Me and him, we'd be out there every day doing something. That's would be me and him during the summer. We're trying to beat each other there to see who can do something first. It was always a battle of who's going to get this done, because me and him was thinking a lot alike out there. Hey, we'd walk by something and say, hey, that needs to be fixed tomorrow, and we'd be down there getting there at 7:00 to say who can get it done first. That's so. I'm not no expert. I'm not no whatever. I just think I'd love for the field to look good, and I want everything to, when people come and on Friday night, they're coming here to the best atmosphere and the best field and the best, overall best. I think this is the place to be. I think a Friday night in Sylvania in the future is the place to be, and I hope, we got a parent meeting and all that Thursday, so we're looking forward to that and getting to kind of know everybody and getting to know all these parents. And I'm still putting names, the faces, and all that. So I've called several people the wrong name. And that's what I told them. I said, if I call you the wrong name, just act like you know what I'm talking about. So all that's kind of, but we're ready.
Coach, and Howie, I'll come to you after this question. Coach, the first, I know this is a little bit of a strange environment. On day one, I texted you and I said, will you come on and just say hi to the community? But we have something that's a little different here in that we have this network that's kind of dedicated to Sylvania Ram football. And the first day you got the job, I must have got 100 texts going, have you reached out to the new coach? Can you keep on going? But this is a unique perspective for you to talk to the community. and some of the players too. So talk a little bit about how you want to cooperate and bring this into your program and the things that we could do with it, and you've been able to talk to community and kids too.
Right. But that's how everything's going now. Everything's online. Anytime you need to get something out, just it's easy. Just jump online and say, hey, this, and this, and everybody knows it. I mean, everybody checks their phone every couple seconds. It's hard to find somebody who ain't doing that every couple seconds. But yeah, like I said, everybody so far, everybody in the community, they're wonderful, and also of course I ain't met everybody, but I look forward to really getting to meet everybody, and getting to kind of see what they kind of have to say, and stuff that we can improve on, and stuff to that's going good, and stuff we fundraising and all that. That's something that's coming up, and we're really starting to kind of get into that next couple of weeks of all the stuff we're going to be doing, and and that's something that everybody in the community looks forward to, and raising money, and so we can get the things that we want, because today's world, we got to be improving every day. Everything's got to be getting better, and I think that's just where we're at. And I think these kids, they deserve to be a top notch. Of everything in here. Whether weight room, locker room, field, everything they deserve. If we're gonna win like we plan on winning, they deserve to have everything. So and all that comes with hard work. We end of the day, we have to win on Friday night, or some of these things we may not be getting. So I think everybody understands that, and is just ready to work, and I think community is great, and we look forward to kind of Thursday to kind of getting to meet all the parents and seeing what they have to say, and just kind of going from there, and hopefully, seeing what improvements need to be made here soon, and just kind of getting going and getting everything we need to have a very good football season.
Mr. Cheney, I'll turn it over to you, sir.
Yeah, Coach. Coming to Sylvania and all that, how big of a decision or how big of a factor was it coming to Sylvania, knowing that you was going to be working with Randy and myself on this show?
Well, that's why I took the job for, just to be here with y'all every Tuesday night. That's yeah. Overall, it was a very tough decision. Leaving, being at home, and leaving, and it's something that stuff like that happens, and a lot of thought went into it. It's not. Uh, it was a very tough thing, but we're happy to be here, and we're happy to get going.
Randy was telling you about a lot of players. Is making comments on here. I don't know if you can see them or not, but one of the main ones that we're hearing or I'm seeing is Slim. Is that a nickname that some of the players gave you Collinsville, or?
Yeah, that's Nico Garrett. He's been in the program a couple years, and really hard worker. He's all the time trying to. He's always trying to improve. He wants to be a real football player, and that he really works hard, and hope not. Hopefully he gets that chance to play college football one day, because he's all about trying to play college football, and hopefully if he continues to develop, hopefully he'll be there one day.
Yeah, not only is your Collinsville former teammates or players making comments, but it's also a friend of the show and somebody you've probably met already. John Seals said, "Welcome to Round Nation." Tara Kirby says the same thing. We got a lot of Sylvania people on here as well, welcoming you to the community. And you mentioned it a few minutes ago. Meet the coach come Thursday night. What time is that? Where will it be at?
6:00. I believe it's I believe it's here at the field house, and I'm sure probably be in the weight room and all that. But maybe that we'll know some more details coming up here soon.
I know when you told me you like Auburn football, I know John Seals, that put a big smile on his face as well because he's a big Auburn fan. And if you haven't met him yet, you will before long.
I have,
Okay.
we've talked a lot, and he's a great guy, and somebody who loves Sylvania. So somebody good to keep around and all that kind of stuff.
He's got you fooled if you think he's a great guy.
Well,
now, TJ Haynes says, "Welcome to Round Nation, Coach." So we're looking forward to seeing what the product you put out there on the field is on Friday nights. Looking forward to talking to you every Tuesday as well, getting to know you more. Like Randy said, I'm going to ask some crazy questions. You're going to wonder why it has to do with football, and it don't. It's just kind of let people get to know you away from the football field and all that, So I'll go ahead and ask my main question that I ask everybody, and I'll go ahead and ask you now. Is there any routines or superstitions you got to do before game day or on game day?
Well, I tried to, listen to the same music, I guess, would be in the morning.
Well, go ahead. What music would that be?
Well, I start by reckoning about Whiskey Myers.
What? Quite impressed, Coach.
Kind of Gary Allen, right where I need to be. So that's kind of my two songs to start the day on Friday. I don't know why. That's just kind of happened, I guess. But that's kind of where past couple of years I've kind of listened to them two songs to start it. So, and it seems to help because we've won a lot of football games. So that may be it. That may be what we need to continue to win. And we'll do whatever, if that's what it takes to win, we'll do that every week, So that's.
Let's get to know you a little bit more as far as you talking about your favorite songs and all that. How about your favorite place to eat or favorite food?
There is no wrong answer when it comes to food.
Do what?
There is no wrong answer when it comes
to
food.
Boneless wings, I guess, would be my favorite food. I usually wherever I'm at, it's usually something around that,
Yeah.
Anywhere really. We eat anywhere, so it's not a steak. Love steak. We go over to Tony's Steak Barn over in Center a lot. I don't know if y'all ate there or not, but they got a great steak, and we go over there a lot. Kind of growing up, kind of going there. So that's another place that we've always kind of enjoyed. And
now every Tuesday we're going to be talking about some type of food, regardless, because you're looking at 235 pounds, and you're looking at over there at Randy at 300 and something pounds, and so we like
4 though. I'm no longer closer to 4 than I was 3, so that's a good sign. Hey, Coach Kirby loves Whiskey Myers. Now we know why he got the job. They're right there and sealed it up for him.
That may be it. We'll definitely have to listen to some Whiskey Myers. Maybe some pregame music to get us kind of in the right mindset.
Yes, sir.
So, as far as when you're not coaching or in the weight room or whatever, what's some things you like to do away from the field?
Well, I like to golf. I wouldn't say, I hit it and I go, hopefully I go hit it again somewhere. I'm not a great golfer by any means. And usually I'm usually in the trees or the sand or hitting out of the water. So if you need them, if we're going to scramble or something, I'm probably who you need on your team, because that's where I usually hit all my shots from. Usually, if you hit one down the middle, I'm I'm not your guy because I'm not I'm not used to hitting it out of the middle a lot, but yeah, just usually just lay it out there and hopefully hit it again at some point. So
Randy and Phil had a Steve King on their show last night, and he said that he wasn't a golfer either. He kept on getting poison ivy because he kept on hitting it into the woods.
That's where I use. I ain't never had poison ivy. I don't know why I haven't, because that's where I'm usually at. Maybe I'm just not allergic to it, or I don't know. But I'm usually over in the woods somewhere, and maybe I'm maybe throwing a ball out for the other guy looks over there at you right there, and keep everybody on their toes and stuff like that. But we just go out there and we hit it and hopefully hit it again, and we have a good time. But that's several different things. But usually if I can get away for a little bit, usually I try to find a golf course somewhere and go hit it a few times.
Coach Dylan Mitchell sent a message saying Kirby Nelson 2024.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No.
Apparently he likes your type of music as well. So, Randy, questions?
No, I put on my Tennessee hat just so I can represent a little bit. So, I got nothing else for you, Coach. We will not drag this on long tonight, but is there anything you want to say to the community or anything you want to talk about? I thought I'd give you this chance as we're winding down tonight.
Yeah, I just want to, I want to thank everybody for supporting us, supporting my family, and we look forward to it. We look forward to being up here and getting to know everybody, and anything we can do to help. That's kind of why we're here for. We want to help everybody, and just overall, whatever anybody needs. That's kind of what I told the team. I said, if you need anything, you let us know, because that's what we're here for. We're here to help y'all, and and overall grow these young guys into fine young men. Because eventually football is going to be done. Whether if they go they make it National Football League and they play until they're 40. Eventually football is going to be done, but they're always going to have to be a man, and hopefully that we give them going in the right direction, and make sure that when they leave us that they're the best person they could possibly be, and ready to help and ready to have a family and do all them kind of things to be a great young man. So
good fathers and good husbands grow up at the football field and the baseball field and the basketball court. So that's a good path. I love hearing that, Coach. Howie, you got anything else you want to finish up tonight?
Coach, well, he kind of hit on that point there. I was wondering if there's anybody you want to give a shout out to here before we go off the air. That's something that we've always done in the past with all the shows. Is if you want to give a shout out to somebody, go ahead and do it right now.
Just my family, I guess, kind of right now, but eventually we'll have more people to shout out. And once we kind of get my family and these guys who we've had for a couple of days working out, that's kind of, I want whatever they need, and I'm here, so they're going to, if they continue to do that, I think we'll have a great season, and hopefully we're holding that trophy up in the year. That's what we're working towards, championship mentality. And that's our focus. And every day we come in, we work out in the morning. So every day when we come in, we're ready to go every morning and ready to get better and ready to win the day. So, yeah, we look forward to it. And I'm happy y'all got on and we're able to talk a little bit. And, we're just ready to meet everybody and, kind of get going that right direction. And like I said, anything I can help y'all with, just let me know.
Well, something that we could have asked Randy, and I just now thought about it, was you're talking about the weight room and working out a lot. Have you got good numbers coming out so far?
Mm-hmm. Right now, varsity wise, we got about 44, 45. So It's kind of that's kind of what we got working out with right now, and we're hoping to add to that a little bit, and we'll, as we get closer to time, we'll hopefully we have. I think we have about 52 jerseys. Is kind of what we got right now. Kind of going through it, and we'll add, if we got to, we'll add to it. So if we have more than 52 players, 9 through 12, we'll buy some more jerseys. So we're not afraid to do that.
Good deal, Coach. Thanks for coming on, joining us. We've kept you a little bit longer than I anticipated, but great to be on here. What we're going to do later on is here in about a month and a half, 2 months, we'll have you back on, see how the process is going, and see if you got any fundraisers you want to talk about. And if you have fundraisers before we get you back on here, let us know. We'll get you back on.
We'll definitely have some here in the near future coming up. So we're still working through some details and all that behind the scenes, and hopefully we'll know a little bit more here in the next couple of weeks and all that. But thank y'all for having us on and having me on, and go Rams.
Thank you, Coach. And we'll continue. We'll let him take about a month break, and we'll bring him back. And, Coach, if you make any hires, you want to send them our way, we'll be happy to introduce them to the public. It's a great opportunity. We're glad to have you here, Coach. I cannot from my heart say any more that you're more than welcome, and I personally welcome you to the situation. We're proud to have you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Coach.
Look forward to talking to you in the future.
Certainly. Everybody join us down the road with a little more information. For tonight, we're going to call it a night. Welcome, Coach Nelson, if you see him out and about.